Everyone, just give me a moment.
Thank you, Your Honor, for letting me go to trial.
No, just 1 second. Don't interrupt. Stop doing that. All right, Mr. Dawes, what is happening with this case?
I'm sorry. It's my belief that he wants to go to trial. He rejected.
We're going to go on the record. All right, we're going to go on the record. Let me see. The court is calling 2021 CR 1784 and 2021 CR 1809, State of Texas versus John Perez. Can I have parties announced for the record, please, for the state?
David Martin.
For the defense?
Sean Keen Dawes.
Are you Mr. John Anthony Perez?
Yes, Your Honor. John Anthony Bettis.
We're proceeding by video. Any objections, state?
No objection.
Any objections, defense?
No objection.
All right, it's my understanding that the state has tendered an offer. Is that correct, Mr. Dawes?
Yes, Your Honor.
And my understanding is that Mr. Perez has rejected that offer. Is that correct?
Yes.
Yes, Your Honor. Yes.
All right, Mr. Perez, are you requesting a jury trial?
Yes, Your Honor. Thank you.
Defense, have you received all the evidence in this case and all the discovery?
I have not.
I'm not asking you, are you an attorney? Are you representing yourself?
Your Honor,
Mr. Dawes, have you received all the evidence in this case?
there are some jail calls that I think we need.
All right, and are these jail calls that happened recently?
I would say recently, over the course of the last 7 months at least. It's what my client has indicated, conversations with the alleged victim.
So this is evidence that your client is stating that is out
Yeah.
there in the universe.
Yes.
And these are phone calls that your client would have received or made. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. So have you and the state had a chance to discuss the date of a jury trial?
We have not discussed a date yet.
All right, Norma, I'm going to need a date for jury trial for John Perez, please.
Judge, I can do the September 14th.
Mr. Martin, David Martin, is September 14th okay for you?
I'm gonna go back to my list. I think so.
Okay.
Yeah, that's fine.
All right, Mr. Dawes, is September 14th okay for you?
Yes, that's fine with me, Your Honor.
All right, we're going to come back on September 14th. Mr. Perez, you'll need to be dressed for trial. The court will not accept any agreements after today. If you decide to enter into a plea, it will have to be open to the court. So your jury trial will be September 14th, and you will be brought to the court and you will be dressed for trial. Is there anything else from either side?
Nothing from the defense.
State?
Nothing else.
Can I request something, Your
And then
Honor?
the record will be closed. And we will see you for your jury trial on September 14th, Mr. Perez. Mr. Dawes, if you'll make sure he's dressed for trial, please.
Can I
I
request
will, Your Honor.
some time to see my discovery bag? I've not seen it. I've not seen,
Norma, can you let them know when number 12 can go back, please?
May I be excused, Your Honor?
Yes.
Thank you.
All right, are the parties ready for Mr. Dash?
Yes, Your Honor.
Court is calling 2021 CR 5546, State of Texas versus Jonathan Dash. Mr. Dash, could you unmute for me, please?
I'm here, Your Honor.
All right, and for the defense, Mr. McLean, are you there? All righty.
He was just here, Your Honor. I don't know if I
Oh.
pressed something by accident.
Oh, no, just one moment. He's on the screen. He's probably stepped away briefly. Oh, this one? Sure. And those two can go back. Did you need this as well?
No, that's for you.
Yes. Mhm.
Oh, sorry, Judge, did you call me?
Yes, we're ready to proceed on your case.
Sounds
All
great.
right.
Thank you, Judge. I'm sorry.
You're welcome. All right, we're back on the record. Could I have announcements, please, for the state,
Meredith McIntyre for the state.
for the defense?
David McLean for the defense.
And are you Mr. Dash?
Yes, Your Honor.
We're proceeding by video. Any objections from the state?
None, Your Honor.
Any objections from the defense?
None, Your Honor.
Mr. Dash, I'm showing you what's entitled defendant's consent to appear by video. Did you review that document with your attorney? Did you understand it and did you electronically sign it?
Yes, Your Honor.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily consented to appear by video. Next, Mr. Dash, I'm showing you what's entitled application for deferred adjudication or community supervision. Did you review that document with your attorney? Did you understand it and did you electronically sign it?
Yes, Your Honor.
Counsel, I'm showing you the discovery acknowledgement. Oops. Have you received all the discovery in this case and did you review it with your client?
I have.
The court will find that the state is in compliance with discovery. Mr. Dash, I'm showing you what's entitled True Bill of Indictment. Did you review that document with your attorney? Did you understand it? And did you did you understand it?
Yes, Your Honor.
Counsel, do you waive the reading of the indictment?
We waive the reading, Judge.
State, are you proceeding on the indictment as presented?
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Dash, I'm showing you what's entitled Court Admonishments and Defendants Waivers and Affidavit of Admonitions. Did you review that document with your attorney? Did you understand it? And did you electronically sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you understand you're charged with possession of a controlled substance, penalty group 1 gram to 4 grams? That's a third-degree felony. The range of punishment is anywhere from 2 to 10 years in prison and up to a $10,000 fine. Did you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
If you have a plea bargain agreement with the state, the court does not have to follow your plea bargain agreement. If for any reason the court does not follow your plea bargain agreement and gives you more than you bargained for, the fact that you entered a plea will not be used against you, and you will be allowed to withdraw your plea. Did you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state will call and the right to remain silent?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you understand by entering this plea bargain agreement, you were giving up those rights?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you intend to give up those rights and enter into a plea bargain agreement in this case?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you understand if the court were to grant your application for deferred adjudication, If for any reason your deferred adjudication were revoked, the court could find you guilty and sentence you up to 10 years in prison and up to a $10,000 fine. Did you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
Counsel, has your client been able to provide you with any defenses to this offense?
He has, Your Honor. We've discussed that.
Do you believe he has a rational as well as a factual understanding of the charges against him?
I do believe he does.
Do you believe he's currently competent and was legally sane at the time of the offense?
I do, Your Honor.
Mr. Dash, has anyone threatened you, coerced you, or placed you in fear to get you to enter this plea?
That'll be negative, Your Honor.
Has anyone promised you anything other than the plea bargain agreement to get you to enter this plea?
That'll be negative, Your Honor.
Are you satisfied with the way you've been represented?
Positive, yes, Your Honor.
Are you a U.S. citizen?
Yes, Your Honor.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived his right to jury trial. I'm showing you the plea bargain page. Did you review that page with your attorney and did you understand it?
Yes, Your Honor.
According to the plea bargain agreement, punishments be assessed at 3 years in the prison. There's a $1,000 fine. It's probated. The state opposes your application for deferred adjudication. The state recommends community supervision. The state will take in consideration County Court Cause number 6459975, 660505, Night Magistrate number 606857. Did you understand that to be the plea bargain agreement?
Yes, Your Honor.
Defense, is that the plea bargain agreement?
That's our understanding, Judge.
State, is that the plea bargain agreement?
Yes, Your Honor.
Next, I'm showing you the paragraph entitled Waiver of Appeal. Did you review that paragraph with your attorney? Did you understand it? And did you electronically sign it in both places?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you understand by signing that you're waiving your right to appeal? The only items that can be appealed are written pretrial motions that have been filed, heard, and ruled upon by the court. Did you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
Counsel, have there been any such motions?
No, Your Honor.
Next, I'm showing you outside the plea bargain agreement. State is requesting that your community supervision be for a term of 3 years. There'll be a TAP evaluation, no contact with Shearer, SHEARER Hills Baptist Church, and 8511 Blanco Road, ISF and NIC mouth evaluation, and $57 restitution to San Antonio Police Department for the testing of drugs. Did you understand those are recommendations from the state and the court does not have to follow those recommendations?
Yes, Your Honor.
Then to the offense as charged in the indictment, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
No contest, Your Honor.
State, any evidence to support the defendant's no contest plea?
State offers State's Exhibit 1 and all attachment.
Any objections?
Your Honor, I've reviewed that with my client. We have no objection.
Mr. Dash, I'm going to show you what's entitled Waiver and Consent to Stipulation of Testimony and Stipulations. Did you review that document with your attorney? Did you understand it? And did you electronically sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, Your Honor.
Again, did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state will call in the right to remain silent?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you understand that today the state will be presenting evidence in the form of witnesses' statements and police reports? But most importantly, there will be no live testimony. Did you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
Court will find that the defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived and consented to stipulation of testimony and stipulations. The court will accept into evidence State's Exhibits 1 and attachments and review the same.
Deputy Uriega, 555, Deputy Uriega, 555.
All right, after reviewing states exhibits 1 and attachments, the court will find there's sufficient evidence to find you guilty. However, the court will defer finding of guilt as you applied for deferred adjudication. We'll set this for our PSI, Mr. McLean.
Okay.
And Norma, can I get a reset date for sentencing?
Yes, ma'am. It's gonna have a PSI, Judge?
Yes.
Yes, Norma.
We're looking at about August 18th, Judge.
Wow.
Everyone, that's the date it has to be. That's the date that we're being given. I can see if we can try to rush it through, Mr. Dash, but at the latest, that's the date it will be.
Is there any way for me to get any kind of bond at all, bond reduction, PR bond? I have soon to be ex-wife. I have 4 grandkids, a 5th one on the way. I need to get my life straight. I can be good, Your Honor. I apologize for anything that I have gotten into during the course of my homelessness. I have a chance to get to the GI form and get some benefits for my mental disorder and everything. I want to get my life straight. I've never served more than 17 days in any state or country in my life. I'm a vet. I'm trying my best. The circumstances under which everything happened,
So what military service were you with?
Army.
All right, let's do this. I want to see if they can maybe expedite things to the Veterans Treatment Court, Mr. McLean.
That'd be great.
And so what we'll do is we'll see if Veterans Treatment Court will accept you. I'm going to, Rebecca, on this case, I want him to have a McMiles evaluation. And we're going to try to have him referred to the Veterans Treatment Court. And let's see if they can move things quickly or not. And everyone, just give me a moment. Let me see if John Herman or somebody can zoom in. Just give me a second, everyone.
Thank you, Judge. Appreciate that.
Is there any way for me to get a bond, sir?
We're going to find out. Okay. But I think what she's going to try and do is see if we can get you in a Veterans Treatment Court, which should be a considerably shorter time. I mean, we talked about this being, maybe about 30 days or so anyways, but we might be able to get it sooner than that. Okay.
Because if I can get a bond come Friday, I can bond. I mean, depending on how bad it is. I mean, I understand the PR bond is probably out of it, but I mean, that would be so great, a PR bond, but if I can get a bond, the 25th is paid.
I understand. I get it. Do you have a bond at all right now?
They said 2 of the drug cases were held without bond.
Yeah, it's because you picked up a new one while you're on.
Yeah, I mean, if you can, I'll take it.
Let's see. She's trying to find out how long it's going to take on the Veterans Treatment. Okay, I know the 18th is a long time. Let's give her a chance to see what she needs to do. The problem is you don't have a permanent address. That's our problem.
The 11838 Parliament Bend. That's my address.
I know, but you're not staying there. You're homeless.
Okay,
So
I have clothes there. You can call the ex. You can call the soon-to-be ex. I mean, that's where I'm going on the way out the door.
I know, but let's see what we got going on here. Okay, I'm not the one making the call.
Okay. I mean, if any way I have her. Well, you have her number, correct? And she can call and say that. I mean, that is my place. I said I've been paying rent even though I've been on the street, but. I mean, because I'll do an ankle monitor, anything, just seriously.
Let's see what we can do. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Remember, we're not in a private place right now.
Oh, yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, we are back. Mr. Dash, I'm going to refer you to Veterans Treatment Court. So
Yes,
we're going
ma'am.
to do a mouth evaluation and a Veterans Treatment Court referral. And Norma, on Mr. Dash, if we can recall this back in 3 weeks to just see where Veterans Treatment Court is on the evaluation for him.
Your Honor.
And what date would that be, Norma?
Hang on.
I'm sorry, Judge, I was on the phone. Repeat that?
Oh, I'm so sorry. You know what, Norma? I'm on mute on my end. I turned off my volume. Norma, what day in 3 weeks?
3 weeks? Give me 1 second. It will be,
Sorry, my volume was down very low on this end.
we can do the 16th, July 16th.
All right, we're going to come back on July 16th to see where we are on the Veterans Treatment Court referral.
Your Honor.
Yes.
The lease at the apartment at 11838 Parliament Bend is going to be ending at the end of July. I'm the one who pays the rent there. I have clothing there. Was going to be ex-wife is going to take me back, so I have a place to stay no matter what. If I'm able to get a bond so I can cover bills, but at the end of July.
Mr. Dash, I understand what you're saying, but I
Yes.
want you to understand where I'm coming from, right?
Yes, Your Honor.
I read the police report, and in the police reports, there are certain things that you had with you that are slightly concerning to me. One of the issues is that you were asked to stop being at a specific location. You continue to be at that location.
Your Honor.
Mr. Dash, we'll interrupt the judge.
So in the police report, it says that you knew you were not supposed to be there. And then I have that you had a hatchet. So they removed a hatchet from your right hip, a hidden knife in the back of the pants, a hidden skewer in the back of the pants, and a hammer in the back left of the pants. Now, this is concerning to me, and let me explain you why. You're telling me you have an apartment, you have a place to live. I just don't understand why the reason someone would be walking around with those objects on them. So I understand that there are issues, and I'm trying to help you with those issues so that if I follow the agreement that's been reached, you'll be successful on it.
Yes,
So Veterans Treatment Court, they may get back to me before this July 16th date. I'm just putting it on a date for 3 weeks so that I won't lose track of it. Because if I don't put a date in the system, then what will end up happening is the system will give you a date. And the system, if the system were to give you a date, they're going to give you a date in line with the fact that probation has their schedule and this is their schedule. So unless you want to come back in August, I need to put a date before that date. I'm anticipating that Veterans Treatment Court will probably be able to see you next week. Understand?
Yes, Your Honor. May I please just
Yes.
as far as the items found on me, as when I've been on the street, I pick up items and I find them and I sell them.
Stop.
Yeah.
Mr. Dash,
Yes, sir.
stop.
Yeah,
Don't-
your attorney probably doesn't want you to speak of that, but Mr.
Okay.
Dash, I'm going to get your case done as quickly as we can, but I got to make sure that I don't send you out into the world where you fail. Okay?
Yes, Your Honor.
Because in this case, if you fail, then there's a chance that you may go to prison.
Yes, Your
And
Honor.
I'm trying to stop that from happening. All right?
Yes, Your Honor.
So what I'm going to do, Mr. Dash, I'm going to send you to a breakout room with probation. Mr. McLean, you can go with probation as well. And then after that, Mr. McLean, you will be excused.
Thank you, Your Honor. Appreciate you. Thank you. I've got it on my calendar already. Thank
All
you.
right, thank you. So I'm going to send you to breakout room number 2. And everyone, I believe that's our last case for the day. So I'm going to stop the live stream. And hopefully everyone will have a great rest of their day. And